Hey guys, very good morning and welcome to a new daily market outlook. So with the community yesterday, we took some Aussie CAD longs, which played out beautifully as we were waiting for the dollar index and, for instance, euro dollar to make its moves towards our zones. So yeah, still a little bit of a slow market, waiting for some more news this week to come out until we can really start taking some trades. So yeah, let's have a look and see where we're going to take those trades from. So to begin with, of course, the dollar index. Looking at the dollar index at the moment, we had another bullish daily close yesterday. So we're currently moving up towards my upper zone of supply over here, alongside this swing high at around 93.191. So the two levels that I'm looking at the moment are 93.191 and 93.216, all the way up to 93.437. Those are the levels that I'm looking at for some potential shorts once again on the DXY. Looking at the dollar index at the moment, we could create that double top, then come down and then either see a long or potentially a short. That is something that the price action will have to tell me at the time that we are there. At the moment, nothing really interesting. If we go down in towards the 4 hour, we are currently situated in areas of consolidation over here. So this is an area of consolidation. This is an area of consolidation. Looking at these areas, it could be that we are going to reverse from these areas because there are still a lot of orders, for instance, situated over here. That's why we also saw an initial reaction yesterday over here. However, these zones aren't as strong as, for instance, the zone all the way up top, which I pointed out. So therefore, I'm just going to wait for certainty and wait for that level up top to get hit. Quickly diving in towards the 1 hour, I was looking at potentially spotting a nice channel over here, or a wedge, whatever we want to call it. Depends of course on the price action. To potentially see something like this, that would be ideal, the ideal situation, but we will have to wait and see what forms. So yeah, at the moment it's just going to be a waiting game on the dollar index for me. I would love to see that push up, the pullback, and then of course the descending price action to take some potential longs back up higher. For now, just going to be waiting, to be honest. So yeah, that's the dollar index for you guys. These are the zones that I have drawn on. You can copy them, and I expect price to react from those. So that said, let's head over to Aussie dollar. So looking at Aussie dollar on the daily has reacted to one of the swing lows down below over here. Will become more clear once I dive in towards the lower time frame. So we still have supply situated over here, and we still have demand situated over here. So we're just going to be moving in between these two zones until we break out. Sounds kind of simple, but it is that simple, to be honest. Going down lower in towards the 4 hour, we can see on the 4 hour is that we have started to break the trend, in the sense that we had this mini uptrend. If we look over here, we had this low, this high, this low, higher high. However, then came kind of like the double top from where we went short, of course. Then we took out this low, and now we also took out this low down below over here. So Aussie dollar is looking pretty bearish, especially if you look at the daily and the 4 hour. So for now, what I'm going to be looking for is, of course, at a certain point in time, a nice pullback to then look for some potential shorts. Going down lower in towards the 1 hour, this could come at a certain point in the near future. What I'm currently looking at is potentially something like this, and then potentially one more drop down lower in towards that lower zone, because look, this zone over here, this upper zone, is a 4 hour zone, and as we can see, we reacted to it once before, but the more times we tap into these zones, the less strong they get. So if we just were to delete this zone, I would be looking at 0.73037 to then take some potential longs. If we do start moving up higher, looking at the 4 hour, looking at the daily as well, I would say that I would be interested in shorts once we reach this zone over here at around 0.739798. Going towards the 4 hour, that would potentially be this, let me see, probably either this level up here, or let's say this level over here. Looking at 0.73846 or 0.73988 for then to go short. So potentially we could take a long up, then a short back down again. Would be nice, best of both worlds. So with that said, let's head over to euro dollar. So euro dollar, and euro dollar has missed out on my zone by nothing, hardly anything. Looking at euro dollar at the moment, it is looking good for a pullback, of course, just from a logical perspective. Not a big fan of euro dollar, to be honest, at the moment. Going in towards the 4 hour, what we can see is that we of course have this massive overextended move in towards the lows, looking healthy for a pullback. But like I said on the dollar index, just waiting for it to reach our zone, and from there we will start engaging. I'm not going to be engaging with euro dollar or the dollar index until our zones get hit. So let that be clear. Of course, we could see a trend break on, let's say, the 1 hour and the 4 hour, because let's say we take out this high over here, then of course the 1 hour trend will be broken and we could potentially start looking for longs. Then looking at the 4 hour, what you'll see is also that, okay, over here the high got broken. So that is of course a possibility, and we don't have to hit 1.17308. However, it majorly has my preference. I would love that zone to get hit before looking for any longs. But yeah, if it does get broken and we break 4 hour and 1 hour structure, I will be looking to potentially long euro dollar back up in towards this zone over here, before then taking another short back down. So yeah, that is euro dollar. Let's head over to pound dollar. And pound dollar. So pound dollar finally hit our number 1 zone. Remember guys, zone number 2 is over here. So yeah, looking at pound dollar at the moment, what can we see? Well, pound dollar has been hideous for the past 2 weeks. This is all the price action that we're getting, and as we can see, not the best. Of course, we took a trade over here, or some of you guys took a trade over here on the 618, but for now it's looking very messy. Of course, we could see a pullback and then potentially look for another short towards the downside. However, for me that is squeezing in a trade, and I would prefer, let's say, Aussie dollar or euro dollar. So therefore I'm keeping my hands off pound dollar. Going into towards the 4 hour. So look, if we wanted to look for long, we would need some clean price action, right? But at the moment, the 4 hour is also just looking so messy. Over here, consolidation, then kind of this consolidative break. All in all, pound dollar looking very bad. However, the daily, big fan. Daily broke this high over here. So essentially, we are kind of bullish. Would have been more beautiful if we also took out this high over here. But let's see how we react once we reach this lower zone. On the daily, because that will be the optimum zone for the daily to see a reaction from and to start going and looking for some potential longs. So yeah, that's pound dollar. Let's head over to Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, so remember guys, I had my zone drawn on over here. However, yeah, just missed it by some pips. So at the moment, Kiwi dollar has been moving down lower. Looking at the daily, we have found some support, within this zone of demand over here. So this is an area of interest where we currently are reacting from, going back down then into what's the 4 hour. 4 hour not looking that great in my opinion. What we could see is potentially just a little bit more of a push lower, or we just start pulling back from here. But what we can then potentially see is some sort of a head and shoulders pattern form to then go short. What would be really nice is, for instance, a fake out on this high to then go short back down in towards the lows. If we then push up higher, I'll be looking at this zone over here still. So yeah, that is it, to be honest, for Kiwi dollar as well. Yeah, just gonna be waiting. I dropped a big analysis on gold, guys, last night. So if you want to check that out and see what I'm expecting from gold, head over into our Discord community, links in the description down below. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all an amazing day. Today I'm going to be posting some updates in the channels, so make sure to keep your eyes out. And once again, just have a great day, and we'll speak soon. Thanks, guys.